Hi everybody, my name is Judy Miller. I work for the Urbana Park District at the Nita Purvis Nature Center as the Environmental Program Manager. Today though, I'm at home sheltering, and this month of May, the Urbana Park District is hosting the CU Backyard BioBlitz. And that means that you can take an inventory of all the animals and plants that live in your yard. Today I'm going to show you how you can attract wildlife and observe them in your yard. I have with me right now an Oriole feeder. I just took it off of the bird feeder. We got this past weekend, and I took off the oranges that we put on them. They look like this. See how the Orioles have taken all the flesh out of the orange? We're going to replace that now. And the Oriole feeder also comes with a little bowl, which I just washed, that we're going to be putting some jelly in. So let's start by cutting up some oranges. I have a bag of oranges here, and the orange has a top. That's where it hangs from the tree. We're going to cut the orange in half through the middle of it. Now, kids, this is when you get an adult to help you so you don't get hurt cutting. I have my knife and my cutting board, and I'm going to slice the orange in half. So again, we can see the sections. Now I'm going to get my jam and add it to the bowl. Strangely enough, birds like the orioles and rose-breasted grosbeaks and catbirds like to eat jelly, like grape jelly, or in my case for today, I'm going to finish using up the strawberry jelly. This is similar to the berries that they would eat in the wild, but as they migrate up from the south, those resources are not available yet, so they're going to be looking for food. I'm going to open this up and squirt it into my bowl. I'm going to fill the bowl because they've been very hungry. And then I'll be able to recycle this container. Next, I'm going to take the oranges, make sure they're facing out, and they have this handy little post here for me to push the orange through. And that's all I need. We'll take that outside in just a few minutes. Now, if you don't have an Oriole feeder, you can use the container that the oranges came in. I'm going to put these oranges in a bowl, and put the bag here. I'm going to cut up a couple oranges. Again, children, get an adult to help you. I'm going to just cut up 2, because these are really big oranges. And then I'm going to place them in the bag so that the inside of the orange is facing out, like so. Now, I'm going to make a big loopy knot so that I can hang it. Let's start that again. Outside on one of my bird feeder hooks. So I'm going to make a knot first to close it. There we go. And now I have a hanger, and we'll put this outside too. Now we're going to feed hummingbirds. This is my hummingbird feeder, which I just brought in from outside, cleaned out, because sometimes mold grows in it. If the hummingbirds don't use all of the food, you should empty this out at least once a week. I also have a container. We just finished our orange juice, so I'm going to put the hummingbird feed that I'm going to make in here. I'm going to write hummingbird on it so we don't get confused and actually accidentally drink it ourselves, because whatever I have left will need to go into the fridge. I have sugar, I have a measuring cup, a funnel, a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup, and a spoon, and I've just boiled some water. Again, kids, at this point, you should have an adult helping you so you don't get burned. Now, you can buy food at the stores for hummingbirds, but it's just as easy to do it at home. The ratio is 1 part sugar to 4 parts water. Now I'm going to do it in a concentrated form so I don't have to wait for the boiling water to cool down before I put it in a feeder. So I'm going to start with 1/4 cup. And I'm going to, my container is a gallon jug, which can take 4 cups of water. So I've got 1, 2, so that's 1/2 cup of sugar. This is a 2-cup container. So I'm going to pour my boiling water in it to the 2-cup part. I'm going to stir it up till the sugar is all dissolved. The hot water helps it dissolve faster. Now I'm going to pour it using the funnel. Again, kids, this is where you have an adult helping you because this is still very hot. I'm going to pour it into the funnel or into the container. Now that's only half the water that I need, or actually it's only 1/4 of the water I need. So I'm going to add more water. So, we finished adding the appropriate water. Now I'm going to fill the hummingbird feeder. I'm going to do this in my sink in case I spill, and because I have a spot then to put this round feeder. The water is much cooler because I added cold water after I added the hot water. I have leftover that I can either use for my other hummingbird feeder or to put in the fridge for when I want to use it next week. I screwed on the bottom, tip it over, and now it's ready to put outside. While I was making the hummingbird nectar and putting food together for the Orioles, you may have noticed that I had a piece of paper on my window. I also have a hummingbird feeder sitting outside. I'm going to show you a little surprise. We're going to move away the paper. And inside the nest, this is a robin's nest with, we think 2 or 3 babies. They're sleeping right now, moving a little bit. We put the paper up because the mother kept leaving the nest whenever we came into the kitchen. This gives her a little bit of privacy.